So a quick summary to anyone that didn't watch the first video. We got raided at 5 to 6 a.m. in the morning. I would say 4 of us got on to defend the raid, and they took a box of metal ore. That's all they thought we had. Little did they know, they were one door away from TC. They were a box, or I'd say one door away from 2 boxes of rockets, a door away from a box of sulfur, 2 boxes of sulfur. They didn't get any of our main loot, and this was the thing. They thought that they got what we only had. Because we were holding it so well, we actually moved it to the top of base, and we quickly put a turret down at the bottom of the base to defend this. And yeah, they flopped it. Let me get this straight. There has been more teams that have tried what they just tried than there have been teams that have properly onlined us. We've had this with American teams. We've had this with other teams that have planned it, unplanned it. That most of the time we come on to being raided rather than we're sitting here playing the game and then we get raided. That hardly happens with us. We've probably had one team that has properly onlined us. But anyways, going on to this raid, we couldn't let it slide, and because they virtually took nothing, we kind of thought, you know what, let's go for it. And you'll see the raid was over before it even started. A quick note as well is that we got another team in. Now, when you think of a team, you think of 7 to 10 players. Yeah, they were a team of 7 to 10 players. However, because it was 11 o'clock at night, UK time, there was only 4 of them that could do the raid. Now, 4 of them we only needed, because if you see, or when you see in this video, the allied are down the bottom from where they are. They're up on a mountain and their allies are down the bottom. Now we know they'll come to defend them because they're allied. That's what allies do. So we got 4 of their players from another team to hold them off whilst we rock it. Seems logical. It wasn't a 16-man. You'll see in the video. There will be pictures and everything. Now, one last thing. I promise. It's the last thing. There was one team that was with the team that raided us, and they'll be known as the E7 crew. Now, this is the crew that E8, who we wanted to raid and are going to raid, allied with. Now, we offlined them twice because I don't count one person being AFK being an online. We offlined them twice, and I completely get if they offlined us. However, they were with a team that we didn't do anything to last wipe, so we were confused as to why the other team that we're going to raid were more angry than the team we offlined last wipe. You'll see. Now, I don't know about you, I can't count 16.
I'm getting hit from behind. I'm dead. I'm down. There's another one behind the external TC. They're pushing out.
with the M2. Yeah.
Let me freeze the video here. Now, you're probably wondering by now, what was the main objective of this raid? Now, our main objective was to pummel it. And because right now you're looking at launch site, yes, they were built in the most AIDS place I have seen. Like, it shouldn't have been allowed, because the reason why we're to pummel it is then we'll go in, kill their beds, and the only people that would be able to serve them was their allies below. And they couldn't get back because of Brraddz. And this is what fucked us ultimately. When we tried to get back, we had Hazzies. But the one thing we forgot that lost us this raid, even before it started, was the turrets. If we had 1 or even 2 turrets outside their base whilst we were raiding it to kill those people that were not offed on it, aka their allies and them, we would have won. It would have been that simple. But we didn't. And the result in that is that their allies came over, screwed us, got our kits on to make it look like they were part of our team, and ultimately they killed us and pretty much killed the raid.
He's on the left. He's on the
Toxic's lagged out and there.
So the raid was over and we knew that we pretty much lost it in a horrendous way, both on our part and the fact that they defended well enough to get us down. Now, rewind back to when they raided us at 6 in the morning. I messaged them saying GG's. When this was over, none of them sent me messages, but I got a invite by someone who I do not know that was on their team that made a name saying CNQR is bad. We were both toxic to each other in communicating when in party chat, but this kind of took the cake that you can't overcome that toxicity kind of thing. Like, we said GG to them and they didn't say GG until they came in the party, and then more toxic chat just went down. It kind of got boring to the point where everything was done. They raided us, we raided them. We want new, better PvP and competition, so we decided to leave the server, and that was the last dance in industry MV.